People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
WPVL AM Test Audio.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports Presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Faust Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Vitech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hernson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
After a long, grueling season, all the wins and losses recorded, it's now down to this: the playoffs. Win and advance, or lose and go home. Welcome to our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls postseason basketball, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Powered in the postseason by Tim Slack, Auction and Realty, and H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It's the Iowa Grant Panthers and the Lancaster Flying Arrows in the regional quarterfinals. Broadcasting live tonight from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth at Lancaster High School. This is Matthew Ganinin, and what a great one we've got on tap between these two sides tonight. Iowa Grant has struggled in the SWAL. They picked up 3 wins in their conference season in 14 outings. Those wins coming against Southwestern, Boscobel, and Fenimore. That Fenimore win, more recent, and a good win it was for Coach Jessica Schultz and her Iowa Grant squad. I talked to Coach Schultz, which you'll hear more from her on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show coming up. But as I mentioned, Iowa Grant played a lot closer in their last 3 games, so certainly looking to make some improvements down the stretch. Lancaster solid on the other side. They played a very good season as they sit, and Lancaster in that boat of teams that are always really, really hard to gauge as we head into the postseason. They're a team who plays up a conference in the regular season. Most of the teams in the SWC, that being Richland Center, River Valley, Prairie du Chien, Dodgeville, and Platteville, are up in Division 3. Lancaster, however, is in Division 4. So they play that super challenging schedule all regular season and all throughout the conference season, even more challenging this year, considering how good Prairie du Chien and Platteville have been just to come down to Division 4 for the postseason. And kind of a mixed bag. You're going to see teams that you're a little more unfamiliar with, especially had you not played teams in non-conference games, such as the case here tonight. But on the other side, as I mentioned, you get a chance to play against some smaller schools while you've had practice all year playing games against some of the more challenging opponents in the area. So definitely something that we'll have to keep an eye out for tonight. There is a big gap in the polls, however, and in the rankings. Lancaster has earned the 5 seed. The top 4 seeds in this sectional are number 1, Cuba City, number 2, Argyle Pecatonica. Your number 3 seed in our subsectional here is Belleville, and the number 4 seed is Mineral Point. Mineral Point is the lowest seed to get a bye, and the winner here tonight will travel to Mineral Point on Friday for the regional semifinal. But before any of that can be decided, we've got a basketball game here to play at Lancaster. We'll hear coming up from head coach Jessica Schultz of the Iowa Grant Panthers on the Rally Cheese pregame show. This is the Rally Cheese pregame show presented by Rally Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Jessica Schultz after this on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1. Here at ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL, we love giving you the best in local, state, and national sports coverage, plus prizes if you participate in any of our giveaways and contests. Remember,
contests are generally open to U.S. residents 18 years or older and reside within our terrestrial listening area. Other age restrictions may apply. You can only win once per 30 days or once per promotion or contest. Employees, agents, and affiliates of the station, Queen Bee Radio Incorporated, Morgan Murphy Media, contest sponsors, other radio, television, and print advertising companies are ineligible to win. Other restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. All entries, completed or blank, any and all materials pertaining to a contest are the property of Queen Bee Radio. Prize winners have 30 days to pick up their prize at the Queen Bee Radio offices. 51 Means Drive in Platteville, Wisconsin, 53818. Bring your ID. A signature may be required. Unclaimed prizes will be disposed of at the discretion of Queen Bee Radio. All decisions are final. Winners are responsible for all taxes, fees, usage charges, tariffs, and other fees associated with their prize. Queen Bee Radio makes no guarantee of any awarded prize and is released from all liability.
a full list of our general contest rules can be found online at am1590wpvl.com or at the Queen Bee Radio offices. Keep listening for your next chance to win.
Are you thinking of buying or selling a home? Hit a home run with Home Key Real Estate. Kim Bussin is your local real estate expert and 5-star agent buying. They have a state-of-the-art website for all your searching needs. They provide first-time homebuyer assistance with the experience to help you find your perfect dream home. Selling? No problem. Ask about their discounted commission rates, free home evaluation, and available live or online auction services. Call one of our agents or call 608-642-0750 and ask for Kim. For your key to the future, go to HomeKeySearch.com today.
Some things are meant to come in a box, like chocolates, phones, or jewelry, but some things aren't, like a mattress. Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress, and there are 2 major reasons why your next mattress should not come from a box. First, when foam is compressed for too long, it will lose its ability to return to its full thickness. And second, a good quality mattress, one worth the money you paid for it, is too heavy to ship by parcel service. With mattresses, lighter isn't better, period. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Pregame 1.
Welcome back to the Rally Cheese pregame show on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tonight, we're at Lancaster High School as we kick off the playoffs in Wisconsin high school girls basketball between the Iowa Grant Panthers and the Lancaster Flying Arrows. We are now joined by Jessica Schultz, the head coach of the Panthers. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Now, as we take a look back on this season, I want you to tell me your thoughts on this year here with your Iowa Grant Panther squad.
Yeah, I mean, you can see from our record, it's been a tough year for us. We've had a lot of young girls. We had a really good group of freshmen come in. We lost some seniors last year with a lot of talent, but, we're really coming together as a group. We got some leaders stepping up. Our core group of seniors right now is playing really well, along with our freshmen stepping up, hitting some shots for us, making big plays. So I really like where we're at right now.
Yeah, and I want you to tell me more about that young group that had. What challenges did that present as a coach, but also how does that make you feel about the future of your program?
Yeah, I mean, everyone likes to look ahead. I think our future is very bright here. That young group has a really strong basketball IQ, something that this program has been missing for a while. So I'm really excited to see them grow, just the growth they've shown this season alone. I can't wait to see what 4 years with them brings.
And talking about growth, in the last 3, you picked up a key SWAL win over Fenimore, and then in your last time out, played a very close game against Basketball. What improvement have you seen from your team as a whole as the year has gone on?
Yeah, I think a big struggle for us all year has been putting two halves together. We'll play really, really well for 30 minutes, and then we'll drop the ball for 6 minutes. So that Fenimore game, we played a complete game, which was really good to see. That Basketball game, questions on some officiating, some calls, but you're going to get that with every game. The free throw line really has been a struggle for us. So hopefully we can bounce back from that tonight and step up to the line and hit some shots.
All right, now for Russell Law Office's injury report. Are there any injuries to report before tonight's game against the Arrows?
Just one, Jessa Baker is out for us tonight with an injury.
All right, and tonight you've got Lancaster, a team who finished just inside the top half of their league and is the host school tonight. What do you think it will take for your Panthers to take down the Arrows?
I think we just got to play tough. I mean, I really like our matchups. I really like the tempo that both of us play with. I think we both like to push the ball. We both like to increase the pressure. We just got to out-tough them, and that's been a struggle for us. But I really like where we're at right now, and I think we can do it.
All right, thank you to Coach Jessica Schultz for joining us on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Once again, that's Coach Jessica Schultz of the Iowa Grant Panthers. You'll hear from Coach Courtney Feller of the Lancaster Flying Arrows after these messages on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. This is high school girls basketball on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Big savings and great incentives are waiting for you at Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Now through March 3rd, shop Anderson Weber's wide selection of new Toyota trucks with savings of up to $4,000 off MSRP. Finance a 2025 Tundra as low as 1.99% APR for 48 or 60 months. Visit Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque or AndersonWeberToyota.com for selection and to find out if you qualify for special financing. Anderson Weber Toyota, when you're ready.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Spring isn't here yet, but it will be soon, and so will many spring projects for home and business owners. Now is the perfect time to get in front of your potential customers at the Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Eckstein Exhibit Building at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Lancaster. Reserve your space now by contacting your Queen Bee Radio sales rep or call Jen Casper for more information at 608-349-2000. The Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd in Lancaster.
Pregame 2.
Back in the Raleigh Cheese pregame show, and tonight, Iowa Grant is in Lancaster as the Panthers get set to battle the Arrows in postseason basketball on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We are now joined by Courtney Feller, the head coach of the Lancaster Flying Arrows. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, so this year you played in a very, very challenging SWC with top teams like Prairie du Chien and Platteville leading the league. What experience did your girls get out of in playing such tough conference games all year long?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, some really good teams in our conference. We just know that there's girls that we have to be good defenders against. We've got to be productive on offense. So it has its advantages and disadvantages playing in a Division III conference, but that competition is certainly an advantage.
And I want to ask you about your playoff bracket now. You've got Iowa Grant tonight, and with the win, you travel to Mineral Point on Friday. What are your thoughts on where your Arrows landed in the bracket and the spot that you've got in this tournament?
Yeah, we kind of landed where we expected. I think our bracket kind of is like our conference, where we've got some really great teams at the top and then some teams that struggle a little bit towards the bottom. So we kind of ended up where we thought, and we're pretty happy about it. We're happy to be playing tonight and kind of ready to take care of business.
Yeah, now for Russell Law Office's injury report. Are there any injuries to report before this one tonight for your Arrows?
Not anything new.
All right, and then last question for you. What is it going to take for your Arrows to defeat the Panthers tonight and advance to the regional semifinals?
We want to come out strong right from the start, taking care of the basketball, looking to be productive on offense, just playing a full 2 halves of basketball tonight.
All right, in tonight's regional quarterfinals, it's Iowa Grant and Lancaster. We'd like to thank Coach Courtney Feller for joining us for the Rally Chiefs pregame show. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks so much.
Once again, that's Coach Courtney Feller of the Lancaster Flying Arrows. We'll wrap up the Rally Chiefs pregame show after this on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
At Napa, we love cars, trucks, tractors, really anything with wheels and an engine. It's more than our business, it's our passion. That's why we care so much about quality parts and quality people. And that's why Napa is so proud to be one of the most comprehensive car care brands. Tools, parts, fluids, and more. We've got you covered. Visit your locally owned parts store, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Highway 14 East, Richland Center, and Highway 61 in Boscobel.
Pregame 3.
There's the national anthem live tonight, brought to you by the Lancaster High School Pep Band. Thank you to Coaches Schultz and Feller for their time in those pregame interviews. And in those interviews, you heard the Russell Law Office's injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Now time for our starting lineups presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com as the lights come off here at Lancaster High School, one of the best places to play a postseason game. We'll first get to the starting lineup for the Iowa Grant Panthers. The Panthers starting a 5'3" junior guard. Number 3, Quinn Hooper, a 5'11" senior forward. Number 4, Adrienne Biddick, a 5'8" freshman guard forward. Number 11, Kylie Brewer, a 5'3" freshman guard. Number 14, Bryn Pettit, and a 5'8" senior guard forward. Number 22, Brienne Kohlenberg. And for Lancaster starting a 5'8" senior, number 10, Maddie Nelson. A 5'10" senior, number 13, Nicole Kelly. A 5'6" junior, number 14, Kylie Olmstead. A 5'9" sophomore, number 23, Addison Morgan. And a 6' senior, number 52, Jessica Morgan. For our colors of the game, presented by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Iowa Grant in their Road Reds, the Under Armour uniforms with Iowa Grant in white, numbers in white, and Lancaster in their home white with Lancaster across the chest on the Jordan uniforms. And now finally for our Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Couple other postseason events going on elsewhere. Elsewhere in the SWAL, Parkview is taking on Riverdale. It's Westby and Darlington, Fenimore, New Glarus, Southwestern, and Blackhawk, Boscoville, and Belmont. And other SWC games tonight, Dodgeville's against River Valley, and for Richland Center, it's Broadhead. And with all that said, it's time for the first supply. First half, and we're underway. The tip is won by Biddick and the Iowa Grant Panthers. Iowa Grant moving to the left as I see it in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty and H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Here's Biddick inside. Biddick backs out, goes up top to Hooper. Now swung over to Brewer. She'll try a 3. That off the mark. Rebound hauled in by Nicole Kelly. Today's game brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. We'll get a 3-ball here for the Arrows, and it's good there. Jessica Morgan, the senior, knocks home the triple on her first shot of the game. 3-0 now. The Lancaster lead in this one. 1 minute through. This one's stolen away. Here comes Nielsen the other way. Nielsen over to Olmstead. Her 3 off the mark. Rebound won by Lancaster. That's Addison Morgan. And another opportunity for the Arrows. There's the shot fake. Inside, extra pass, layup. Up and good inside. Nicole Kelly good on her first bucket of the night there. Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Going the other way. Nielsen elevates and gets 2 on the glass. And we'll get an early timeout from Coach Schultz. And the Panthers will keep it here for this timeout, as with 6:22 on the clock, Iowa Grant and Lancaster in this regional quarterfinal. It's the Arrows out to an early 7-0 lead. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscoville. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. Rural Mutual agents John Raggett and Deneen Dahl with Raggett & Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Brought to you by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscoville. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. Out of the timeout. Panthers still looking for their first bucket of the game. Entry pass to Biddick. Poked away, stolen away, into the hands of Nielsen. Panthers turn it over there and back the other way. Biddick with the block on Olmsted's shot. Good defensive play there by Adrienne Biddick. The Panther senior will get a 3-ball here from Hooper. She can't knock it home, and Nicole Kelly pulls down the rebound. Here come the Arrows the other way. Inside. That shot no good by Morgan. She grabs her own miss. Lancaster with another opportunity. Inside, floater up and good. Kylie Olmstead on her first bucket of the game. That's 4 made field goals for the Arrows by 4 different players to start this one off. 9-0, 15:30 on the clock here, half number 1. Biddick inside, high off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound to Morgan. Up the other way now. Morgan lays it in, and that's Addison Morgan in her first bucket of the game on the glass, and make that all 5 Lancaster starters with points on the board here early. Iowa Grant still looking for their first score of the night. Biddick gets it to go there off the glass, and there's the first made bucket of the night for IG. Here's the pass up the floor to Olmstead. Kicks to Nielsen. Baseline J, too strong, no good. Rebound won by Iowa Grant's Bryn Pettit. Pettit switches hands right to left as she gets it across the timeline. Poked away, but controls, and this one turned over out of bounds. It'll be Lancaster basketball. The Friendly Place convenience store in Livingston, featuring mobile gas, regular and high-flow diesel. Come in for a fill-up and stock up on pizza, snacks, and beverages. Check them out on Facebook for weekly specials. Here's Addison Morgan. Kicks, baseline. That one a little short by Kelly. Another opportunity for the Arrows. Kelly backs it out to Olmstead. Now out to Nielsen. Almost 4 minutes through this one. It's 11-2, the lead for Lancaster. Morgan kicks out here now, driving inside. Addison Morgan, good, count it, and the foul. That foul is going to go on Adrienne Biddick. That's her first, and that'll put Addison Morgan at the free throw line, a chance to make it a three-point play. Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Schneidl's Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. That free throw, no good. Adrienne Biddick pulls in the board. That entry pass stolen away by Kelly. Passed up here to Addison Morgan. Back it out, deep three on the way. And it's short from Jessica Morgan, and she can't save it as she goes flying into the Iowa Grant bench. We'll get some substitutions here. Elena Enlow into the game for Iowa Grant. Ava Green checks in for Lancaster. Annie Martin also into the game for the Arrows, seeing her first minutes tonight. 13:30 on the clock here, first half. It's a 13-2 lead for the Arrows. There's another steal by Morgan into the hands of Nielsen. Back up to Morgan. That pass popped out of bounds, last touched by Iowa Grant. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. Also brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center's Ortho Team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. 13:15 on the clock on our first half. It's a 13-2 lead for Lancaster over Iowa Grant in these regional quarterfinals. That one good inside for Nicole Kelly. She's up to 4 with that made bucket there. Biddick on the bench here for Iowa Grant. She's got the lone made basket of the game. Iowa Grant gonna need to look elsewhere for offense. Pettit in trouble. Gets it away to Kohlenberg. Now Kohlenberg in trouble. She attacks the lane and will get a foul on the floor against the Arrows. That's going to go on Annie Martin, her first, and it's the first team foul for Lancaster as we see Driscoll check in for Lancaster and Baker in for the Panthers. Burnham Lumber Rui. See Burnham Lumber for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential projects. Burnham Lumber Rui. Quick three ball on the inbound. Just too strong off the mark for IG, and Enlow got the board, but quickly stolen away from her. Lancaster works this one the other way. Olmstead works to her right, leaves for Driscoll. Driscoll backs it out to Olmstead. Olmstead stops outside. Martin, she'll work it inside, and it's good with the left hand off the glass. So that's now 6 different Arrows in the scoring column in a 17-2 lead over the Panthers. We'll get a deep 2 here on the way, and it's good from Quinn Hooper. And a travel here. Gonna go on Lancaster, so another opportunity on the way for IG. Kylie Brewer will return here for the Panthers. Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient area locations in Southwest Wisconsin, is proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Pettit runs into trouble on the outside. Kicks over to Baker. We'll get a deep 3 here from Bryn Pettit. That one short, and Driscoll will watch that one bounce out of bounds. Inbound here to Olmstead. Pressure brought in the full court from Bryn Pettit. Olmstead works to her right, stops, looking to go back out. 3 ball on the way, and it's good for Jessica Morgan. The 6-footer with her second triple of the night It's a timeout from Coach Schultz, and the Panthers will take one to Lancaster up 20-4 on IG. 11:21 left in the first half. Back after this on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 1.
Join Grant Regional's pulmonary experts for a free community talk on Thursday, March 13th from 9 to 10 a.m. If you have COPD or other lung conditions, this event is for you. Learn about treatment options, breathing techniques, and how to improve your quality of life. Connect with others over coffee and donuts. Caregivers are welcome too. First 14 people receive a free gift, so sign up today at grantregional.com/lungs or call 608-723-1379 to reserve a spot. Take a step toward better breathing today. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the Back Bar in Platteville offer a trio of options for your dining and drinking enjoyment. Come to Pizzeria Uno for Platteville's best deep dish pizza, their signature Long Island iced tea, and a variety of other menu and beverage options. Reserve Uno's loft for parties of up to 50 people. For 7 days a week carryout options, visit pizzeriauno.net. Uno's delivers Thursday, Friday, and Sunday from 4 to 8. Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the Back Bar in Platteville.
In Game 1.
Back on ESPN Radio AM 1590, WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 7 minutes through our first half here in this D4 regional quarterfinal. It's a 20-7 lead for Lancaster over Iowa Grant as Bryn Pettit, one of those freshmen that Coach Schultz was talking about, gets that three ball to go, and then Biddick with another rejection on the defensive end there. Here's a screen. We'll get a pull-up J from Driscoll. It's off the mark. Rebound falling to Iowa Grant. It's a big lead for Lancaster, and Iowa Grant feels like starting to build some momentum here. We'll get a foul on the arrow. It's going to go against the senior Ava Green, her first. That'll be just the second team foul on Iowa Grant. Here's the inbound. Panthers work it over to Cools, now inside Biddick. Her shot snuffed. And this one going the other way. Pass up the floor. Nice find. Back out to Olmstead. She'll take the jumper. Leaves it short. Driscoll grabs it for another opportunity. Driscoll will leave for Jessica Morgan. Morgan trying to spin inside. Back to Driscoll. Her three ball on the way. And the freshman short on her triple from the near wing. Here comes Pettit the other way. Looks for Biddick inside right away, and it's too strong from Biddick. Off the glass, that one won't fall. Back the other way, quick offense. It's Olmstead on the glass for her second made bucket of the game. She's up to 4 points at Lancaster Junior. 22-7, the Lancaster lead here. Under 10 to play, half number 1. Here's Cools. Kicks over to Baker. Baker to Pettit. Pettit from the corner can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Martin. Martin pushing the pace to Olmstead. Stops on the baseline. Three ball on the way from Green, and it's off the mark. Rebound to Biddick. Biddick hasn't been able to get her shots to fall on the interior yet tonight, but certainly going to have to get those falling for IG to get in this one. Kylie Brewer couldn't get the three ball to fall off the glass. On the other side, Martin. That's Ava Green fouled on her way up on the pass inside from Martin. We'll see who the foul is against, and it's going to be on Kylie Brewer. That is Brewer's first foul, and it's free throws on the way for Ava Green. Green, no good on one. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. And Russell Law Office is here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin Russell Law Offices. Green, no good on her second. Couldn't get either to fall on that trip to the line. Here comes Elena Enlow going the other way. Gets it up to Sadie Hogue. Hogue has it ripped away by Addison Morgan. The kick and the shot off the glass for Maddie Nielsen. 24-7. Now the Arrow lead. Hogue controls that one. Stolen away, going the other way. Nice kick, and it's good off the glass for Driscoll. Here's the pass up the floor to Kylie Brewer, trapped on the sideline. In control by Enlow, and will get a held ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Arrows. Bryan's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Bryan's get the job done right for unexpected things or major repair projects. Head to Bryan's Auto Body and Paint Lancaster. Magnet Electric Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at Magnet Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. Magnet Electric in Belmont. Here comes Annie Martin down the floor. Stops. Up top, now works it inside. The kick and the foul. That'll send Nicole Kelly to the line. The Iowa Grant foul. It's going to be their third team foul, and it's assessed to freshman Elena Enlow, her first. Free throw number 1 on the way. No good for the Arrows. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Nicole Kelly can't get her free throw to drop. Panthers advance the ball up the court here, and this one turned over, thrown into the hands of Annie Martin. Martin headed back the other way. Shot no good. Now Pettit leaves for Brewer. Over to Kohlenberg. Kohlenberg back to Hooper. Hooper will have a kick ball here. Off of Martin's foot. It'll stay on this end with IG. Quick check on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Blackguard, the large independent shoe store in the Midwest. It's a 51-28 lead after 3 quarters in Illinois. Hoops for Pecatonica over River Ridge Scales Mound. Peck started up 23-0, and River Ridge, Wisconsin leads North Crawford 17-0 in girls basketball tonight. Under 10 to play in the first half. This one out of bounds. It'll stay on this end with Iowa Grant. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscobel. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. That shot no good, off the mark by Elena Enlow. Rebound by Martin. Martin now inside is Kelly. Kelly leaves for Martin, and she can't get it to fall. Another rebound, Nielsen, but she steps out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Arrows. Lexi Cools back into the game for the Panthers. IG, ball up the floor here, under 7 to play in the first half. It's a 26-7 lead for the Arrows. This one stolen away by Martin. Can't get it to go off the glass, but we will get a foul here on Lexi Cools. That'll send Maddie Nielsen to the free throw line, and so far tonight, this is an area where the Arrows have struggled. First free throw, good for Martin. Reverse announcer jinx. 27-7. The Arrow lead there. Second one off the mark, no good, but this one out of bounds. Last touch by Lancaster. It'll be IG ball. Brought to you tonight by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFbank.com, member FDIC. We'll get a foul in the backcourt on Lancaster. That's going to go against number 23, Addison Morgan. It's Morgan's first. Cools works it up the floor for the Panthers. About 6.5 to play in this first half. Hooper tries to kick it on the baseline. Was it tipped? It was not. Been over in back call against IG. Rural Mutual Agents John Raggington, Deneen Dahl with Raggington Dahl Insurance Group. tackling all your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Kelly kicks here to Addison Morgan. Morgan back to Kelly. Off the low glass, won't fall. Iowa Grant with the rebound. Enlow kicks to Cools. Cools to Brewer. Brewer back to Kohlenberg. Kohlenberg steps inside and can't get it to go. Too strong off the glass. Going the other way is Annie Martin. Martin tries to go coast to coast. She can't finish, but the putback is there. And that's 6 points on the night for the senior Nicole Kelly. Stolen away, and now good on the glass for Annie Martin. Make it 31-7, the Arrow lead. Here, we'll get a 3-ball on the way for Kylie Brewer. That one won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Jessica Morgan. Morgan kicks, and it's good for Nicole Kelly. Kelly with 8, and the lead continues to grow for the Arrows. Bytech Resource Management, a greener way. Bytech Resource Management of Monroe and Sloan. Implement your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and Sloans.com. This one out of bounds. Last touch by Elena Enlow. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only natural wood flooring association, certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Comes Olmsted the other way, kicks to Driscoll. Driscoll over to Green. Back to Morgan, cross court. Driscoll tries the deep 2, it won't fall. Biddick has the rebound. Biddick with just 2 points tonight. IG 7 coming from a 2 by Hooper, a 2 by Biddick, and she does add another one there, and a 3-ball by Bryn Pettit. That's your scoring breakdown for IG so far. 33-9, Lancaster with 4 to play. We'll get a travel here. Going against Lancaster, so this one headed the other way. Just over 4 to play. Biddick up top, swings it over to Bryn Pettit. Now Hooper. Now Biddick kicks to Kohlenberg. Kohlenberg to Hooper. Cools. Here's the entry pass to Kohlenberg. She'll go back out. Cools, 3-ball on the way! And the bank is open for Lexi Cools. Lancaster trying to push it after the made shot. Can they answer with a 3 of their own? They cannot. Rebound chased down and one there. Good hustle by Nielsen. And we'll get a timeout by Coach Feller and the Arrows. We'll tell you that our broadcast tonight brought to you by Krantz Auto Parts, your local hardware Hank and Napa dealer. See Rob Krantz and the crew at Krantz Auto Parts for full service repairs on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore. Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont, Prairie du Chien, and at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. Boz Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Boz Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. People's State Bank for personal home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional friendly service. And Donnie's Serenado. Call the only hooker in town for 24-hour towing at 568-3014, 568-3014. Your home for excellent car care is Donnie's Serenado in Dickeyville. Here's Nielsen. Left over to Green. Up top with 3:10 to go until our McNett Electric halftime break. Nielsen tries to work it inside and fights through traffic for a pair. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at WCC-brands.com. Entry pass to Biddick. Biddick pressured, stolen away by Driscoll. Jessica Morgan will work it up for the Arrows. Cross-court pass. There's the jumper. It's off the mark from Olmsted, and Lexi Cools wins the rebound. Cools looks right over to Pettit. Pettit fires back to Kohlenberg. Now Hooper. Up to Pettit. IG running this set around the perimeter as we approach the 2-minute mark. Kohlenberg works it inside. That one deflected and picked up by Jessica Morgan. Here is Jessica Morgan. She kicks it off to Nielsen. Back to Morgan. Inside on the baseline. Back out. Driscoll fires the three. And it's offline, but another opportunity. And it's good on the glass for Ava Green. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. There's the entry pass to Biddick with the left hand. Good. Count it. And a foul. Biddick up to 6 on the night there. We'll put that foul to Jessica Morgan. And Biddick going to get one free throw on the way here. Biddick's free throw, good. Adrienne Biddick with 7 points here for the Iowa Grant Panthers, 37-15. Your score. 1:20 to go in our first supply first half. On the outside, we'll get a walk for Jessica Morgan. TC Networks of Platteville, from IT consulting to security cameras, door access control, and more. Learn about how they can help you at tcnetworks.com. And First Supply at Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Kohlenberg kicks here. Now Biddick inside, back to Kohlenberg, and out. Kohlenberg on the baseline. She'll work it. Back to the far corner. Under 1 minute to play. Over to Baker. Baker leaves for Biddick. Biddick stolen away. There goes Morgan the other way. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted works inside, and it's blocked by Biddick. That shot by Martin IG, 30 seconds to go. They go the other way with pace, and we'll get a foul on Driscoll. It's free throws on the way for number 14, Bryn Pettit. Guys Truck and Tractor for heavy-duty towing and recovery, reliable 24-hour roadside service, and long-distance transports. Call on Guys Truck and Tractor in Kieler and at guystruck.com. Free throw, no good there from Bryn Pettit. She'll get one more. Her second no good. Rebound won by Nielsen. Arrows slow it down. 20 seconds to play in the First Supply first half. Nielsen leaves for Driscoll. Down to 15 to play. Driscoll with 10. Leaves for Olmsted. Olmsted works inside. Elevates. No good. Putback is good. Annie Martin with 2. And as the buzzer sounds, the Flying Arrows out in front, 39-15. We'll take a break here. Back after this on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Hi, this is Denise Deaton-Tolsman with Queen Bee Radio, inviting you to showcase your business at our annual Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd from 9 to 2 at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Lancaster. We'll put you in front of potential customers that are preparing for spring and summer projects around their homes, farms, and businesses. Call me at 608-642-0523, and I'll give you more information and help you reserve your booth Saturday, March 22nd at the Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show in Lancaster.
Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Mattresses are not something that you should have to unbox and set up yourself. Frankly, they're cumbersome. That's why at Dubuque Mattress, we deliver, set up, and get rid of the old mattress for you. And it's not just for people in Dubuque. We deliver just about anywhere. Chicago, Des Moines, Minneapolis, Kansas City, or anywhere in between. So, when it's time for you to get a new mattress, let Dubuque Mattress take care of all of it for you. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 2.
Back on ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL, and the Queeby Radio Sports YouTube channel. After 18 minutes, Lancaster that much closer to advancing to the next step in these WIA playoffs as we open it up here tonight with the regional quarterfinals. 39-15, Lancaster's lead over Iowa Grant. The McNett Electric halftime report after these messages. You're listening to high school girls postseason basketball on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL on the Queeby Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
Big savings and great incentives are waiting for you at Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Now through March 3rd, shop Anderson Weber's wide selection of new Toyota trucks with savings of up to $4,000 off MSRP. Finance a 2025 Tundra as low as 1.99% APR for 48 or 60 months. Visit Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque or AndersonWeberToyota.com for selection and to find out if you qualify for special financing. Anderson Weber Toyota, when you're ready.
In Game 3.
Back on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queeby Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is the McNett Electric halftime report. For all your electrical needs, call McNett Electric of Belmont. After one, it's Lancaster 39, Iowa Grant 15. Here from Lancaster in the regional quarterfinals. Let's start off with what we're noticing. And for Lancaster, it all starts on the offensive glass, much like the game that I had last night in Cuba City on the boys' side between the Cubans and Dodgers. The team in front, it's because of what they've done on the glass. They've earned themselves a lot more offensive opportunities, and for Lancaster, they've been able to get a lot more shots up than Iowa Grant. Another thing for Lancaster, they've been able to get their hands into the middle of some Iowa Grant passing lanes and intercept some passes going the other way. Relatively few fouls here, just 5 against Lancaster, 4 against Iowa Grant. So fouls not really a concern for either side in this one, but Lancaster just been shooting the ball a little bit better, getting more opportunities thanks to some good job defensively and some good job on the boards. Taking a look at some statistics, Jessica Morgan has a pair of triples for Lancaster. Addison Morgan with 4. Raven Green's got 2. Kylie Olmstead has 2. Nicole Kelly 8. It's 7 for Maddie Nielsen, 6 for Annie Martin, and 2 for Maddie Driscoll. On the other side for Iowa Grant, Lexi Cools has a 3-point basket, as does Bryn Pettit. Adrienne Biddick leads the scoring for Iowa Grant with 7, and Quinn Hooper has 2. We'll take another break and continue our McNett Electric halftime report after this on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queeby Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Are you thinking of buying or selling a home? Hit a home run with Home Key Real Estate. Kim Bussin is your local real estate expert and 5-star agent buying. They have a state-of-the-art website for all your searching needs. They provide first-time homebuyer assistance with the experience to help you find your perfect dream home. Selling? No problem. Ask about their discounted commission rates, free home evaluation, and available live or online auction services. Call one of our agents or call 608-642-0750 and ask for Kim. For your key to the future, go to homekeysearch.com today.
In Game 4.
Back on ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, as we're joined on our Magnet Electric halftime report by the Lancaster High School Pep Band. It's the sound of March, folks, as we'll talk about after this one on the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. We've got a lot of action coming up on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations over the next couple of weeks. Girls postseason action in Wisconsin underway this week. Individual wrestling wraps up this week. Next week, it's Team State Wrestling Championships and the start of the boys basketball postseason push. Back to our game here, where it's a 39-15 lead at the half for Lancaster over Iowa Grant. For Iowa Grant, taking care of the basketball is going to be key number one, whether that's on the glass or simply running offensive sets. They need to be able to get more shots up, and to get shots up, you need to have the ball in your hand. So keeping possession of the ball going to be step number one here for Iowa Grant. And try and see if you can get some of your better scorers, Kohlenberg, Hooper, and Biddick, a little more involved offensively. Biddick is leading the way, but I'd be interested to see if Iowa Grant can look to Kohlenberg a little bit more to see what she can get going for them. Obviously, we've seen Lancaster key in on a lot of those interior shots. On the other side for Lancaster, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. They've done a good job limiting fouls. They've been running nice sets offensively and crashing the boards, really playing a pretty solid ball game. They've got to limit transition opportunities, which they've been able to do fairly well. They've let up on a couple with the press they've been playing, but not anything too concerning. Just trying to find something for them to improve on in this half, if I am nitpicking. We'll take another quick check on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Highlands leads Ithaca at the half, 29-20. River Ridge nearing halftime here in Wisconsin over North Crawford, 31-4. Those are your other scores on the Shoebox scoreboard. Presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. We'll take another break back after this on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Did you know that Mound City Bank offers free checking to nonprofit organizations? In addition, we offer interest-bearing checking, money market, savings, and certificate of deposit accounts with competitive rates. Every nonprofit checking account includes a free debit card along with many extras. Stop by or call us in Cuba City at 608-744-2141 for more details or any questions. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 5.
Back on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, as the home crowd on their feet for their fight song here at Lancaster High School. And they've been fighting tonight, those Arrows. They've got a 39-15 lead over the Iowa Grant Panthers as we get set for the second half here in our WIAA Regional Quarterfinal. Mound City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Learn more at MoundCityBank.com. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. And we're underway in the second half between Lancaster and Iowa Grant. Here's Kohlenberg on the outside. Iowa Grant now working to the right, and Biddick gets it to go on the inside. A very nice first possession for IG. They strike first in the second half. On the other side, now here's Lancaster. Jessica Morgan works to the baseline, back to Olmstead. Olmstead kicks, back out. Morgan, 3-ball, no good. We got an offensive rebound. Cross the court pass to Nielsen. She kicks. Will go back out to Addison Morgan. Her 3-ball, no good, back iron. And another offensive rebound. This one falls to Jessica Morgan. Morgan up to Kelly. Over to Olmstead. Jessica Morgan a minute into the half. Lancaster playing with a 22-point lead. That one no good. Another offensive board, and it leads to a foul. Foul for IG is going to go on Bryn Pettit. That's Pettit's first. And that'll send Kylie Olmstead to the free throw line. Olmstead's first shot, good. One more on the way for Olmstead. Second one up. And it rattles home. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscobel. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. Here's a 3-ball for IG. That one off the mark. An offensive rebound. And the putback, no good. Kohlenberg couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Jessica Morgan the other way. From about 15 feet out, doesn't fall. There's an offensive rebound and a walk called on Nielsen. Rural Mutual agents John Raggets and Deneen Dahl with Raggets and Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Here's Kohlenberg. Just under 2 minutes into the half, inside. That one, good off the glass for Adrienne Biddick. And Biddick into double figures here with 11. I believe that makes her the only player on either side in double figures. It's been a balanced scoring attack for both sides. 3-ball on the other end, short. And Biddick with the block. 41-19. Lancaster leads, 15:45 on the clock here, second half. There's Brewer. Inside, Biddick, off the glass, won't go. Fouled on her way up. On that second opportunity, and his free throws coming up for Adrienne Biddick. That's going to be the second foul on the Lancaster senior, Jessica Morgan. First one good for Biddick. That puts her to 12 as Lexi Cools returns here for Iowa Grant. One more on the way. And it's good for Biddick. Biddick really turning it on here to start this half. Exactly what Iowa Grant needs if they want to get this back to a close game. It's 41-21 as it stands now in favor of blue and gold. For Lancaster, here's Jessica Morgan on the outside. Works it over to Nielsen. Nielsen inside. Has it blocked by who else but Adrienne Biddick. Here comes Pettit the other way. Biddick to Kohlenberg. Back out, Brewer. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound to Cools. Pettit works it outside, and looks like Iowa Grant has made some positive adjustments at the half. I mean, with the talent that they have in Coach Jessica Schultz, you can imagine that they would make the necessary adjustments. Biddick inside. It falls. Biddick, another one. And we've got a timeout on the floor by the Arrows. We'll take one, too. Back after this on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6,
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Looking to upgrade your windows? Look no further than Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. Whether it's the elegance of Hunter Douglas window treatments or the beauty of Carroll Fabrics custom draperies, Hermson's has the perfect solution for your home with top quality products and expert service. Hermson's will measure and install, taking the stress out of your project. Don't wait. Call Hermson's today to schedule your appointment and transform your windows with style and sophistication. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
in Game 6.
Back on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel out of that timeout on our Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school postseason girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors powered to the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty and H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. This one's stolen away by Kohlenberg. We'll get a jump ball, which will keep it on this end with the arrows. Brought to you tonight by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscobel. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. Here's Lancaster, Olmsted, pull up J, it falls. Olmsted had a quick start, and puts her up to 10 on the night. Pressure comes in the full court, and we'll get a foul here on Lancaster. That's going to go on Kylie Olmsted, her first. The Friendly Place in Livingston, featuring mobile gas, regular and high-flow diesel. Come in for fill-up and stock-up on pizza, snacks, and beverages. Check them out on Facebook for weekly specials. Kohlenberg gets it in at the last moment there to Bryn Pettit. Now Cools into Kohlenberg. Kohlenberg spinning inside, goes back out. Biddick gets the triple to fall. That's her first three ball on the night, and Biddick has 18 of Iowa Grant's 26. Back on the inside, a rejection by Biddick. Lancaster will get another opportunity. Nielsen, three ball, Morgan, no good. Put back, yes. Nicole Kelly with her first bucket of the second half. She's into double figures on the night with that one. Back the other way. Cools, 45-26. Lancaster leads this one. 13 to play. Here's the entry pass. Biddick up. No good. Put back. Foul. Just as I said when we started, it's win or go home. And if you're a senior, it's go home for good. Biddick leaving it all out there right here. She's good on both of these. She could reach 20. Her first one drops. We'll get a sub in here. Ava Green, the senior, into the game for the Arrows. Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, Bloomington, and Biddick. Does go 2 for 2 from the line. 20 of Iowa Grant's 28. She's doing it all. On the other end, that shot no good. This one out of bounds, last touched by the Arrows. And as it looks like this one could get out of hand, still a big lead for Lancaster, but Iowa Grant certainly working their way back into this one. And the inbound pass stolen there by Lancaster. Here's Olmsted. Leaves for Martin. Martin over to Nielsen. Nielsen drives. Too strong. Biddick the board. Now Kohlenberg into Biddick. Loses her handle. Saves it. Cools. Kohlenberg. Triple. No good. IG with an offensive rebound. Almost stolen away, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Iowa Grant. Driscoll checks into the game for the Arrows. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. And Burnham Lumber Rui. See Burnham Lumber for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential projects. Burnham Lumber Rui. Enlow back into the game for IG. 12 to go in this one. 45-28 Lancaster. Here's Enlow. Kicks over to Pettit. Now Cools. Enlow. We'll have a held ball possession arrow. We'll keep it with Iowa Grant. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Here's the inbound to Cools. Inside, Kohlenberg takes a dribble. Back out to Cools. Kohlenberg turns it out. Cools fires the three. And it drops. Lexi Cools with the three. That puts IG into the 30s. And this just a 14-point game now. Inside, Green. That one no good. Offensive rebound for the Arrows. Olmsted goes out to Morgan. Morgan works left. Leaves for Driscoll. Driscoll floater. No good. It rolls in and out. And a foul on the Arrows. That's going to be foul number 3 on Annie Martin. Kohlenberg to Enlow. Kohlenberg, 3-ball on the way. It drops! Brianne Kohlenberg with a triple and a timeout by the Arrows. We'll take 1-2 back after this. On ESPN Radio AM 1590, WPVL, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard, aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
In Game 7.
Welcome back to ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, where once upon a time, Lancaster, everyone, we should be back. Still 45-34. The lead here for Iowa Grant. Kohlenberg over to Pettit. Back to Kohlenberg at 9:30 to go in this game. Kohlenberg met up top by Driscoll. Kicks, 3-ball on the way. It falls! Kylie Brewer, the freshman, to make it an 8-point game. Driscoll on the other end. Works right. Kicks to Peyton Frymiller. Now, here's Driscoll. Driscoll over to Olmsted, spinning inside, elevates. Can't get it to fall. Ball up for grabs and won by the Panthers. And a foul. That foul is going to go on Ava Green, her second. Biddick back into the game. Hooper back in as well. Nicole Kelly and Annie Martin in for Lancaster. 45-37. And this is some of that playoff energy we've been looking forward to all year. Here's Biddick on the baseline, and a reach-in going to go on Lancaster. Something to keep an eye on now. That's going to be team foul number 6 on Lancaster. It's the second on Addison Morgan. So with that, it's going to be free throws the rest of the way for IG as Kohlenberg gets it to go inside. Kohlenberg with 5 on that one, and it's a 6-point game. Coach Schultz talked about her team being streaky. Well, right now, they're hot. Maddie Nelson hits the baseline, Jay, to end that scoring drought. This one poked out of bounds. Last touched by Addison Morgan. 47-39, 8:04 to play. Inbound to Hooper. Kohlenberg works it up the floor, and she travels. Brought to you by Bryan's Auto Body and Paint Specialists. The pros at Bryan's get the job done right for unexpected things or major repair projects. Head to Bryan's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster. Annie Martin on the outside with under 8 to play. Accelerates inside and finishes on the glass. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient location in Southwest Wisconsin is proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, as we'll get a foul here on the Arrows. That's going to be 4 on number 4, Annie Martin. And that'll send Brianne Kohlenberg to the free throw line. It's a 10-point game now. Kohlenberg will get 1 in the bonus. First one drops. One more on the way for Kohlenberg. And it drops. The focus from Kohlenberg to get both to go, and it's 49-41. 7:30 to go here. Lancaster had quite the scoring drought, but they've hit a pair of buckets to end that, and it's blocked by Biddick. Going back the other way. Cools up top. Over to Hooper, 3-ball, short, rebound, still up for grabs, and 1 by Olmstead. Here comes Morgan the other way. Morgan to Morgan, inside for Kelly, back out, 3-ball, Nielsen, no good. Offensive rebound, putback won't go. Rebound to the Arrows. Addison Morgan's 3-ball, yes! 52-41, the Arrow lead. And we'll get a carry on Kohlenberg. It'll be Lancaster ball. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. McNett Electric, Belmont. Here's the inbound to Nielsen. An 11-point lead for the Arrows. Up top, Olmstead leaves for Jessica Morgan. Morgan, baseline, turnover. Russell Law Offices here to assist you with your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. Kohlenberg into the hands of the defender, Addison Morgan, and right back, Kohlenberg full steam ahead. No one to beat, and she's fouled. That's number 3 on Addison Morgan. So it's 3 on Morgan. It's 4 on Martin. And it's 2 free throws on the way for Brianne Kohlenberg. First one won't fall. Second one won't go as well off the back iron, and she commits the foul. 6:15 to play. 52-41. Lancaster over IG. Pettit. On defense here and inside. That one, no good. That was Olmstead on the shot. Rebound to Kohlenberg. Now Pettit going the other way, under 6 to play. The flurry of points scored by IG has slowed down quite significantly. It was Adrian Biddick who got him back into the situation as the Panthers steal it, going the other way, and Pettit lays it in off the glass for 2. But as I said, at one point when Iowa Grant was at 28 points, it was Adrian Biddick with 20 of those. Since then, the last 15 points have come from other Panthers, so Iowa Grant really picking it up in the scoring column. Lancaster with the ball here. They lead by 9, taking their time. They're going to leave Nielsen alone on the perimeter. Morgan. Now Olmstead tries a baseline jumper. It won't fall. Works her way back inside. Her putback won't go, and the rebound goes to Biddick. Here comes Pettit the other way. Panthers down by 9. Pettit over to Cools. Cools to Kohlenberg. Kohlenberg. Now Biddick on the baseline. Stolen away. Nielsen lays it in off the glass for 2. And we'll get a timeout here from Coach Schultz. And the Panthers, 54-43. Lancaster leads this one. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stoko, PAC, provides exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscobel. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. The Friendly Place, convenience store in Livingston, featuring mobile gas, regular and high-flow diesel. Come in and fill up or stock up on pizza, snacks, and beverages. Check them out on the Facebook for weekly specials. Also brought to you by Rural Mutual Agents, John Raggington, Deneen Dahl with Raggington Dahl Insurance Group. Tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. At Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Here's Cools, outside to Kohlenberg. Kohlenberg kicks to Brewer. 3-ball, no good. That was Pettit who took that 3. And the Arrows will walk this one up. Jessica Morgan. Morgan quiet since those 2 early 3s. Now Addison Morgan. Over to Maddie Nielsen. Nielsen to her left. Leaves for Olmstead. Olmstead. And we'll get a blocking foul on Kohlenberg. Her second. Just team foul number 3 on IG this half. Under 4 to play. Down into the crunch time. Three-ball on the way. No good. And we'll get a jump ball, possession arrow. Gonna keep it with Lancaster. It's gonna be Morgan to inbound this one. 3:43 on the clock. Morgan gets it in there to Kelly. Driving, Olmstead, short, no good, out of bounds. It stays with Lancaster. Mound City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster. Boscobel, always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. We'll get the foul there on Iowa Grant. It's going to go on number 14, Bryn Pettit, her second. And the shot's good by Maddie Nielsen, she'll get a chance to add to it at the charity stripe. Her free throw, no good. Here we go the other way. 3-ball up and down. Lexi Cools with another 3 to get this one back to 10. 3:20 to go. Lancaster has no need to go super quick offensively if they don't want to. Playing this one near the half court. Nielsen. Inside, no good. Put back, yes! Good by Nicole Kelly. Under 3 to play. Pettit goes inside. Was it tipped? It was tipped by Nicole Kelly. It'll stay with Iowa Grant. Back into the game is Annie Martin. She's got 4 fouls, but she does have 8 points. 58-46 the lead for Lancaster. Here's the inbound to Cools. Cools to Kohlenberg. Back to Cools, back to Kohlenberg. Kohlenberg outside to Brewer. Now Pettit. Kohlenberg. Inside, Biddick off the glass. It falls. IG's been scoring, but at some point they've got to get some stops. Lancaster, they lead by 10 with just 2 minutes to go. Inside, off the glass, no good. Put back, won't go, and a foul on Biddick, her second. That's big for Lancaster's free throws on the way for Nicole Kelly. First one falls for Kelly. That's her first one at the line tonight. One more on the way for Kelly. And it drops. 2 huge free throws for Nicole Kelly in the effort to put this one away, as we'll get a timeout from the Panthers. Back after this on ESPN Radio and 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
Big savings and great incentives are waiting for you at Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Now through March 3rd, shop Anderson Weber's wide selection of new Toyota trucks with savings of up to $4,000 off MSRP. Finance a 2025 Tundra as low as 1.99% APR for 48 or 60 months. Visit Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque or AndersonWeberToyota.com for selection and to find out if you qualify for special financing. Anderson Weber Toyota, when you're ready.
Are you thinking of buying or selling a home? Hit a home run with Home Key Real Estate. Kim Bussin is your local real estate expert and 5-star agent buying. They have a state-of-the-art website for all your searching needs. They provide first-time homebuyer assistance with the experience to help you find your perfect dream home. Selling? No problem. Ask about their discounted commission rates, free home evaluation, and available live or online auction services. Call one of our agents or call 608-642-0750 and ask for Kim. For your key to the future, go to homekeysearch.com today.
In Game 8.
Back on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. For one of these two teams, we're in the final 2 minutes of the season. 60-48, Lancaster leads. IG with the ball. They've made this one much closer in the second half. They look to complete the comeback. Lancaster looks to close it out. Inside, we'll get a foul. That'll send Biddick to the free throw line. It'll go on Martin. And that's number 5. Martin's done. Brought to you today by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical in Fenimore. Lancaster and Boscobel, always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. And the Friendly Place, convenience store in Livingston, featuring mobile gas, regular and high flow diesel. Come in for a fill up and stock up on pizza, snacks, and beverages. Check them out on Facebook for weekly specials. Biddick, good on the free throw. She's made 6 at the line so far tonight. Make that 7 there. She's got the fundamentals down. 1:46 to go and a 10-point lead for the Arrows. Here's Olmstead weaving through the defense and the foul. That's going to be on Bryn Pettit. That's Pettit's 3rd. 6th team foul. That was the last foul to give for IG. Next one will push the Arrows into the bonus. Here's the inbound to the freshman Driscoll. IG not fouling. And there's the foul. Foul's going to go on Pettit. So that's Pettit's 4th. You would have thought that Brewer might have taken that foul there, considering she only has 1, and considering that Pettit has hit a triple here. First free throw on the way. It's good. Olmstead earns another. One more on the way for Kylie Olmstead. Up and down. Olmstead, 2 key free throws to likely put this one out of reach for the Panthers. 62-50, under a minute and a half to play. Kohlenberg to Pettit. Cools. Biddick. No good. Rebound to Lancaster. Here go the Arrows the other way. They lose it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Lancaster. Here's the inbound. Shot no good there. That was Olmstead. Put back. Does fall for Morgan. And that one, if it wasn't already sealed up, that one seals it up. Under 1 to play. Pettit to her right to Cools. Inside. Biddick somehow grabs it. Back up top. 3-ball on the way. No good for Pettit, in the rebound to the Arrows. And we'll get a timeout taken by Lancaster and Coach Feller. We'll stay here for that one. Stay with us after this. We'll have the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. We'll bring you our Tri-Core Turning Point, talk some other scores in the area on the Shoebox scoreboard, and take a look at the bracket to see what we've got coming up next in the regional quarterfinals. I'll tell you for sure the winner of this game has a date in Mineral Point on Friday. Lancaster, barring a miracle by IG, will hold on to win this one. Mineral Point and Lancaster played in one of the very first games of the year, where it was Mineral Point who came into town and picked up a dominant win over the Arrows. 40 seconds to go here in Lancaster. Down to 30. Driscoll won't shoot it. And unless IG plans to foul here, which would probably be futile for them at this point, will dribble this one out. Down to 15. Down to 6. And in the final seconds, the Arrows survive and hold on to take down the Iowa Grand Panthers 64-50. Your final score here tonight. We'll take a break and start to recap this one after this. This is high school girls basketball on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9,
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the Back Bar in Platteville offer a trio of options for your dining and drinking enjoyment. The Annex Sports Bar is the place to catch the big game. While you're rooting on your favorite team, you can order from the full Pizzeria Uno menu. Uno's signature Long Island iced teas, a great variety of local beers, mixers, and more let you complement Platteville's best deep dish pizza your way. Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, and the Back Bar in Platteville.
In Game 9.
Back on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It's going to be a rematch between Lancaster and Mineral Point in the regional semifinals, as it's the Arrows picking up a 64-50 win over the Iowa Grant Panthers here in Lancaster. We'll take another break. Back after this on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 10.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the automated milking systems line and all of the latest in automated milking systems. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and FullersMilkersCenter.com.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
In Game 10.
Back on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 64-50, Lancaster takes down Iowa Grant. We'll take one more break here from Lancaster before we get underway with the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. This is our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school postseason girls basketball, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, and powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty and H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 3 minutes.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Maybe you're not sure how you'll make rent, or you lost your job. When you don't know where to turn, let 211 be your guiding light. Our guides are ready to connect you with the help you need.
211, how can I help you?
Call or visit 211.org. 211. Get connected. Get help. A message from United Way and the Ad Council.
Dan Hicks with Paul Azinger, welcoming you back to the Healthy Stand Classic.
We couldn't ask for better conditions. 68 degrees and a UV index of 3.
This direct exposure to midday sun could be increasing her risk to melanoma.
It looks like she's making a change.
Now let's see what she takes out.
Oh, wow. Looks like she's pulling out a 15.
I don't know. Looks like she's going with a 30.
Strong choice.
Incredible.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I will be right by your side.
Women can have it all, including heart attacks. But symptoms like jaw pain, nausea, unusual fatigue
dizziness, and backache are often different and more subtle than for a man. The fact is, heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Know the signs. Learn more at getheartchecked.org. From Women's Heart Alliance, in partnership with Women Heart.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Madam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as 1 pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
It is time for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Back on ESPN Radio, AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as Lancaster takes down Iowa Grant 64-50. Let's wrap things up here at Lancaster High School. Talking about some stats in this one, we'll start off with Iowa Grant. It's 9 points for Lexi Cools. Quinn Hooper finishes with 2. Adrienne Biddick, let's see what she finished with. 26. The final tally for Adrienne Biddick. Elsewhere for the Panthers, it's 3 points for Kylie Brewer. Bryn Pettit puts up 5, and Brienne Kohlenberg with 7. For Lancaster, Maddie Driscoll finishes with 2. Annie Martin fouls out with 8 points. For Maddie Nelson, it's 13. 15 for Nicole Kelly. 9 for Kylie Olmstead. Ava Green has 2. 7 for Addison Morgan. And 8 for Jessica Morgan. Those are your scores on both sides. Let's take a quick check at the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. River Ridge takes down North Crawford in girls hoops 54-16 at the half. Belmont leads Boscobel 36-24. Steve Prestegard, where else would he be than Illinois? He's back there tonight where Galena leads Rockford Lutheran 23-21 at halftime in that one. Those are your scores on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Kind of looking at how this game went. For an Iowa Grant team who got down pretty big in the first half, it was a solid second half. They were able to come back. Much of that charge was led by Biddick to get it started, but then, as I mentioned, about 15 Iowa Grant points in a row scored by someone other than Adrienne Biddick. And when she finished with over half of Iowa Grant's points, that was big to get them back into it, but it also happened on the defensive end, where the Panthers were able to shut down the arrows for quite some time. But ultimately, once Lancaster started hitting shots again, that spelled doom for Iowa Grant. They weren't able to close that gap any further. And once that gap got down to about 10, that's where it sat for a majority of the rest of the game as the two teams kind of paced each other to the finish line. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will name our tri-court turning point, and we'll close up shop here from Lancaster. One more break. This is high school girls basketball on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game, 2 minutes.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. You get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Diane from Michigan, a disabled senior citizen trying to get by. Henry from Florida, a veteran fighting to make ends meet. Elena from Arizona, a mother struggling to feed her daughter. Hi, I'm Connie Britton, and I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Diane, Henry, and Elena. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
With love I will build a wonderful thing that makes this life better for you and for me.
Shriners Hospitals for Children has been creating wonderful opportunities for children in need. This life-changing medical care helps them do the things they've always dreamed of. To find out more, go to loveshriners.org.
Does that number calling you look familiar, but you aren't sure if you know them? It could be a scam using spoofing. I'm Lancaster Police Chief Deborah Rukoff. Spoofing is a way scammers make it look like an area number, or even a number you know, is calling you. In reality, they could be hundreds or thousands of miles away. Scam calls are after one thing, your information. Prevent a crime before it happens. Keep your personal information private and hang up if you suspect it's a scam.
This public service announcement courtesy of Queen Bee Radio.
Post-game, 2 minutes.
Back on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Let's name our tri-court turning point, brought to you by Tri-Court Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tri-Court Insurance. Pretty easy one. I think it's after Iowa Grant started scoring the ball at a much higher clip, getting stops on the defensive end. Really when Lancaster was able to end their scoring drought. Once they ended that drought, as I said, they were able to match Iowa Grant the rest of the way, and with the lead they had built up in the first half, it was enough for Lancaster to take their lead to the finish line, where they picked up the win and set themselves up for a date with Mineral Point Pointers and Arrows play for the regional semifinal game on Friday in Mineral Point. Let's take a look at what we've got coming up on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. Tomorrow, the Brewers take on the Dodgers at 2 right here on the AM in high school boys basketball action. Steve Prestegard gets to make another trip to Illinois. Isn't he lucky? In the regional semifinal, Scales Mound will take on either Peck or Stockton and Galena at 6, and then at 7:30, it's going to be East Dubuque River Ridge versus Galena. That one, both of those, rather, going to be on X1071 Extreme Hit Music. On Thursday, state wrestling starts here in Wisconsin, the morning session, or the afternoon session, rather, on Thursday when the girls start wrestling. Going to be at 2 right here on AM 1590 WPVL. The evening session at 6 on 97.7 Country WGLR. In high school girls, the sectional final, if Galena or River Ridge Scales Mound advances, going to be in Sterling. And in boys action that night on X1071, Potosi is at River Ridge. Raleigh Cheese pregame show starts around 6:40 to 7. That one on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as well. A jam-packed slate on Friday. Individual state wrestling morning session at 10 on AM 1590 WPVL, and the evening session at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR. Then in boys basketball action, if either Scales Mound, East Dubuque, or Galena advances, we'll have some Illinois high school boys basketball, the regional finals on X1071, and then a triple header of regional semifinals in Wisconsin girls basketball on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It's going to be River Ridge or Wazeeka Steuben, and actually we can tell you that score just came in. It's going to be, it looks like Wazeeka 60. Wazeeka, they won tonight 60-39. That one at Schulzberg on Super Hits 106. It's going to be Lancaster at Mineral Point, and then the winner of Blackhawk and Southwestern at Belmont on YouTube only. All three of those games. Valley Cheese pregame show starts around 6:40. On Saturday, the morning session of state wrestling starts at 10 on 97.7 Country WGLR, and we'll pick up the championship evening session at 5:10. Brewers are taking on the Rangers at 2 o'clock on ESPN Radio and 1590 WPVL on Saturday. And then a quadruple header on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel of regional final girls basketball. River Ridge or Wazeeka Steuben at Schulzberg or versus Highland or Ithaca on X1071. Mineral Point or Lancaster at Cuba City. And then if high seeds hold, we'll have Belmont at Barneveld on YouTube only, and Prairie du Chien at Platteville on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL. Raleigh Cheese pregame show starts around 6:40 to 7 on all those. And next Monday, March 3rd, the Brewers take on the Reds at 7:05 on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL. Thank you to Brett Rollins and his staff here at Lancaster High School for having us tonight. Great place to host a basketball game, and we've got plenty more postseason action coming up here from Lancaster. Thanks to our sponsors who make our broadcast possible, and thank you for tuning into tonight's game. The preceding has been a Queen Bee Radio presentation of Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank High School girls basketball, presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty and H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL AM Platteville. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I am Matthew Gannon, and tonight's final score, Lancaster holds on to take down the Iowa Grant Panthers 64-50. The playoff push continues on Friday with the girls basketball regional semifinals on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. Signing off from Lancaster. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night, folks.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL Platteville.